fellow classmates, my name is Emmanuel Somerville. Today I will be presenting my formative speech, and my speech will be centered around the 5 rights of medication administration. There are 5 rights of medication administration. Like I stated, I was going to be discussing about my job and the things that I do that has to do with the process, and these are the 5 rights. The 5 rights have to do with the right person, the right medication or drugs, the right dose, the right route, and the right time. I first want to begin by addressing myself to the right person. When you begin giving medication as an AMAP or a nurse, you should always remember that to deal with the right person you are giving the medication to. Let's say, for example, if I am going to give a medication to John Brown, I will make sure I call him by his name, John Brown, and ask John Brown to what's his name again, and he calls his name and asks him for his birthday. If he is able, I go along with confirming it by matching it with something we call a mark sheet, and upon that, John Brown medication will be given, because I'm sure that his medication, but I won't give it right away. I will also check with the mark sheet to see whether that is the right medication. If that is the right medication, and I will also go to check whether it's the right dose. And the right medication will be like John Brown is supposed to be taking calcium, and I will make sure that calcium John Brown is taking, instead of giving him aspirin or giving him Risperdal. I will make sure that's what he's supposed to be taking at that very point. And another thing again, I will look at the right dose, the strength of the medication. John Brown will prescribe to take like 5 milligram or 50 milligram. I will make sure that what is required is what I'm going to be giving John Brown, the 5 milligram instead of the 50 milligram at that very period. Another thing, I will look at whether John Brown will have to take the root of the medication, the route. I mean, if whether it's something he has to take orally or something topical. In this case, we notice that it's something that he has to take orally, so he will be taking it by means of his mouth, and then that medication will be administered by means of his mouth. The last thing we have to consider is the time, because there are some medication that work within a specific time frame that we have to ensure that it does not, these medications do not go, you don't go far, beyond the required time it's supposed to be administered. Like, let's say, if a medication has to be administered by 4 o'clock, we have a window. It's a universal window. They always based upon from institution to institution. Sometimes it's given 1 hour before the time, or sometimes it's given 30 minutes before the time. So in an event when a medication has to be given, and it is like, so by 4 o'clock, you could give it by 3 o'clock or 3:30, or you could give it by 4 or the regular 4 o'clock I should be giving, or the latest 4:30 or 5 o'clock. It will be within the frame of the window that medication should be administered. But if you fail to give it within the frame of that window, then definitely you might be you be going beyond. That will lead to medication error. And I want to say the basic route for going by the 5 rights is to prevent medication errors. Most people who are in the medical field, who are not very conscious, they tend to make some mistakes. But by going by the 5 rights, I can tell you, you will definitely be able to follow through and be able to do the right thing. I hope this informative speech regarding the 5 rights of medication administration will help give enlighten you, those of you who have families and who have relatives and others who are at home that you sometimes have to assist when it comes to medication administration. You will be able to apply these methods, and by applying these methods from home, I'm sure it's going to help. I understand that it is not everyone that is well trained when it comes to this. You have to be well trained to go by this, but it's something that you can do in any way possible through going through these 5 steps, and applying these 5 steps would definitely help. I thank you all, classmates, and I look forward to having comment from this speech. Thank you.